So we're 300 kilometres from Alice Springs off the Plenty Highway. We've been here together for nearly 30 years. We are 1,100 square miles or 300,000 hectares and run, depending on the year, 1,200 to 2,000 breeder cows. Because we are in an arid zone, David manages the cattle numbers for a desert. We always plan for drought.
You never bank on the rain, that's the safest way. If it's dry this year, and just don't expect it to rain next year. If it rains this year, don't expect it to rain next year.
I remember at the very beginning when we took out the loan to buy the station from the family, he said, you know, if we ever get really, really bad, we'll just sell all the cattle and just sit on it. And that's it, because sometimes people make too rash a decision to sell the property, and or they adjust, or they buy in feed or whatever, and then it ends up putting you further back. So that was always his plan in the back of his mind. When we have had tight times, that's all he's done. He's just cut back the numbers, and we've run with what we have.
You can't control rain, you can't control anything. All you can control, basically, I don't do anything with the cattle. All I do with them is control their numbers. And that's all you can do with the seasons, is control your numbers. If you keep your numbers in check and at a reasonable level, there's no reason why you get into trouble.
And we're pretty frugal with how we spend. There's only the two of us here for 8 months of the year, and then for the other 4, we get in a couple of backpackers or local people to help with mustering. We've got a small herd of about 30 cows, which are good cows, and we just have one bull over those. And from that small group, we make our own herd bulls. A lot of places buy in herd bulls, but David just buys one bull every 5 years and spends a considerable amount on that one bull, and then he uses the progeny of that bull because he can control the breeding of the bull then.
It's paradise for a cow. The ones you've seen this morning, pretty happy. They're them big fat ones that'll kick their heels in the air when you drive and walk out. What the country looks like is nothing, you don't take any notice of that. The cattle tell you everything you need to know about what the quality of the feed and how much there is.
He's a thinker. He does think about a lot of things and thinks of, I suppose, the rational, logical way of doing something and where you can save money or not necessarily waste it, I suppose. Spends money where you need to.